What's up everybody, Rudy here. Today I have a very special treat for you. This has been long overdue. Right here at 1747 Harbor Boulevard, fresh-ish off a multi-million-dollar renovation. Today we're staying at the Candy Cane Inn. Just real quick before I go and check in, I just wanted to mention that normally what I'll do when I stay down in this area is I'll shop around on Expedia and find a competitive rate and then kind of base my stay around that. But I've been wanting to do this place for so long that finally I just called in and talked to the booking guy. Super friendly dude, kind of told me some of the renovations they did. They redone the lobby, kind of made the gift shop smaller. The rooms are obviously updated. So I decided to go ahead and spend the extra money to finally stay here at the Candy Cane Inn. So let's go check it out. We're gonna check out the gym first. They have a gym, a washroom, and a pool here for amenities. Fitness center is right up here in the front of the hotel to the right. Very small little fitness center. Just a few machines and a treadmill. Or just one machine and a treadmill, actually. So there you go. There's your gym. I do gotta say, there is a certain kind of charm about this place. It's very well kept. Lots of flowers. Look at the ivy running across the canopy there. The little fountain in front. I just love it. As I make my way to the pool too, another thing that they have is a shuttle, but here they call it a trolley. The guy on the phone made sure to tell me it's a trolley. All right, now we got that out of the way. Here's your pool. So we got really nice seating area out here. They even got these seats here with the fire pits. And quick view of the pool. I hate filming people when they're in the pool. It just feels weird to me. But here's the pool. And then there's a hot tub over there with more lounge area over on the other side there. Look at all the little flowers and stuff though. I just love it. And then you got the backdrop of Cars Land. You can just tell they really do take care of this place. Like this isn't just a regular driveway. It's like these special bricks. Just gives it a nice, like, unique feel. Bougainvilleas up there. Is it worth the extra money? That's for you to decide. But there isn't another hotel on this block that shares the same side of the street of Harbor as Disneyland other than this hotel. So that's pretty cool. In addition to the gift shop, snack bar area, they do have this little vending machine area next to the ice machine. It is in fact a Coke establishment, and they have spicy Cheetos, so we're good. And then here, just across from the vending machines, is the guest laundry. Nice new washers and dryers. Plenty of places to fold your clothes. They have a change machine, a sink for whatever reason. I don't know the pricing here, but just so you know, this is what it looks like. Okay, the wait is over. We've finally done it. The Candy Cane. What does the room look like? Room 283, right here, with the beautiful view of Harbor Boulevard. I did already put my bags in here, but it's the 2-queen bed. Normally I wouldn't say the price, but the price is pretty steady here at $273 a night. It doesn't really fluctuate. That's about as cheap as it gets. And parking is free. As far as like the cleanliness and everything, everything's very clean. Everything smells very clean. Everything feels very new and fresh. There's not a lot of like scuff marks anywhere, anything like that. It looks like it's been newly remodeled. You know what it actually kind of reminds me of is the Alpine. I wonder, they may be the same owner. Don't quote me on that, but this reminds me a lot of the Alpine in that way. The beds are super soft. The pillows are like kind of down, feather, soft, comfy pillows. Oh, look at that. There's little hidden Mickeys on the rug here in between the beds. That's kind of cute. Oh, you know what else I forgot? Plugs by the bed. There's not ton of like plugs around here. They got the alarm clock pluggies, which is, I mean, that's fine. And then there is a socket down there. So, you know, I've seen better setups, but it's, you know, still works. And then of course, you know, standard TV. Oh, the AC is in the roof here. So it's not central, but it's closer to the bed, I guess. That's nice. There's your desk. I'm not going to say it, but there's your desk. A little closet here with a safe. They have a full-length mirror in the door. It's a small coffee maker there. Oh, good. They got the trays that are wrapped up. There's a reason they do that, I'm telling you. And then 2 mirrors, actually. Gotta have the mirror with the light in it. Can't go without that. That's a must. Little mini fridge. This little mini fridge is nice too because it has the freezer part. I already put my food in there. Gluten-free. The towels. The towels are not the softest ever, but they're still nice. So this is kind of interesting here. This is one of like 2 pictures in the entire room. And what's cool about it is it gives like a little history of the Candy Cane. Now the Candy Cane was the same exact hotel from the day it opened in 1957, which is 2 years after Disneyland opened, till 2021. Here's a picture of what the old rooms used to look like. You know, it had a little lagoon. There was small differences. Obviously, the sign's a little bit different. And then in 2021, during the global pandemic, they shut down and they did like I said, the 3-year multi-million-dollar refurbishment that we're seeing now. So I don't know. I think it's kind of cool that look at the rate. What were the rates back then? $32. That's crazy. But anyways, I thought that was kind of cool, so I wanted to show that real quick. And then the bathroom. Got this flower on the wall. And what is the water pressure like? There you have it. Pretty solid. Oh, look at that. Little candy cane on the toilet paper sticker there. Nice touch. Candy cane in. Oh, I stand corrected. It is on the wall here. So it is kind of like a combo central / like one of those window units. That's interesting. There's your room tour of the Candy Cane. And here's the part where I spend the night and then I let you know how it went in the morning and show you some of the surrounding area and what makes this particular part of Harbor Boulevard a cool destination to stay. Hold up just a second here. I just got a knock at the door before I was about to head out. Check this out. Some staff member came to the door. I have no idea what this says, by the way, and this probably happens to everyone. I'm not special. But, dear guest, welcome to the Candy Cane Inn. I would like to thank you and your family for choosing to stay with us. We are delighted to have you as our guest, and we hope you enjoy your stay. Thank you for your support, blah, 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 blah. General manager. That's kind of cool. But then, they give me cookies. They're trying to kill me. I'm gluten-free, don't you know that? I got celiac disease. And good morning. It is the next morning, about 9 o'clock. Got a little bit of a late start today, but I just wanted to report back about how the night was. Was there any issues, any noise, any positive things, anything like that? So the beds were great, comfortable, clean, nice quality sheets, plenty of pillows. No like noise issues, anything like that. And I'm even like you can probably see out the window there, I could see people walking to Disneyland right there. I'm at the front of the hotel. Maybe I did hear like a siren at one point, but the point is there's no noise issues. I'm on the 2nd floor. Anytime you're in a hotel like this, you always got to be careful that, you know, on the bottom floors sometimes you will hear people stomping around above you. As far as I could tell, that's not an issue. The other thing is when you're in a complex like this, if you're in like somewhere in the middle or near the stairs, you're going to hear a lot of traffic. and stuff, people leaving for the park in the morning and stuff. So if you can help it at all, I've found just something I've noticed that I never really thought about until I started doing this. If you can get a room that's like towards one end or the other end where there's not going to be a lot of people crossing by your window, you know, if you can manage that, that would probably be a good move. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go down, I'm going to show you guys the breakfast, have breakfast, and then we'll go out and I'll show you some of the things around the surrounding area that you might be interested in, that might be of use to you. So let's head on down. Quick little walkthrough here of what they have to offer. This is right behind the front desk here. There's this room with pastries, sandwiches, you got coffee, fruit, cheese, yogurt. Beautiful little seating area here. They also have some oatmeal, among other things. So I'll show you what I got real quick before I get ready and head down to show you everything else that the surrounding area has to offer. But you know, they have coffee, and the coffee is in the lobby, brewed 24/7. I brought the banana, but they do offer bananas. What I did get, since I'm gluten-free, is I got these little cheesy cubes. Got some blueberries, some kiwi, and some hard-boiled eggs. That is my gluten-free breakfast right there. It was a nice spread, as I showed you. Look at the pretty flowers over here by the fountain. So a couple more things before I show you the surrounding area that I want to mention is I just checked out. I asked about parking. I always like to know, how long can I leave my car here if I want to go back to the park? At this particular location, you can leave your free parking here until 5 p.m. That's a huge plus. And then I asked, because I'm trying to be as thorough as possible, give you guys the most information I can, do they have family suites? The answer to that is no, they do not have family suites. What they do have is they have premium and deluxe rooms, which gives you more space inside the room. And I think one of those two has the ability to bring in a roll-in bed. There's no pull-out couches, anything like that, with a maximum of 5 people in the room for $20 extra. So there's that. I'm pretty proud of myself for remembering that one, to be honest with you. All right, so by now, anybody who's watched pretty much any of my hotel tours knows I've spent some time at this intersection in the past. This is right at the cusp of what I call the front door and sweet spot. I love this particular area because there's just so many options available to us. Some of them including the Walgreens. Hey, she's honking at me. The Walgreens and the CVS, which are open 24 hours. There's a Starbucks over there. I really like this little strip place over here. It's got a bunch of food spots, a liquor store, souvenir shop. Right behind me here is this 7-Eleven, which in a previous video, I believe I said it was the one that they play the music in front of. That's actually, I don't believe that's true. I believe what this 7-Eleven is one of the busiest 7-Elevens in the United States. Or at least at one point it used to be. Now, if you're talking about the 7-Eleven that plays the music, the classical music out front, to keep loiterers from hanging out in front, that's actually going to be a few blocks down that way. So I apologize for that misinformation. This is really your benefit, other than the proximity to the park, is having access to all this stuff right here. Now, one thing I learned on this specific trip that I did not know until this morning is this A-Mart right here, this convenience store, liquor store, gift shop, which is literally right next door to the Candy Cane, has extremely good prices. They have a full selection of alcohol. They have souvenirs, convenience items. I don't want to go inside. I just feel weird about it, but I was able to go in there this morning and get a Smart Water and a Colgate toothbrush for under $5. I got change back. So I think that unlike some of the other places around here, they actually have reasonable prices. So if you're looking for some convenience items and whatnot, that's actually a really good spot. All right, one last look at the, I guess you could say, iconic entrance of the Candy Cane Inn, the historic Candy Cane Inn. I'm super stoked I got to stay here. I've been wanting to stay here for so long. Let's talk about a few more things, pros and cons. The pro is obviously the walk is just very short, maybe under 10 minutes down that way. Pro, like the quality, the customer service, the ambiance, the amenities, like although not a lot, what they did have, they really put a lot of thought into it. Like the continental breakfast was better than your Best Western, for sure. Free parking. The only downside I would say would be, like, even though the hotels are kind of similar, like the Tropicana and the Camelot, this one is on a higher level. It's definitely more quality, like higher quality, excuse me. But the price is the same, and the trade-off there is that those two are like right across the street from the park. This one's a little bit more of a walk. So if you don't mind walking a couple extra steps, can't go wrong with the candy cane. I loved it, and I will definitely stay here again. So hopefully that helped you guys. If it did, please let me know. Give me a like. Maybe even consider subscribing so you can see some of my other videos where I give you helpful hints, tours, theme park fun challenges, all kinds of good stuff. And until next time, peace.